Let's get it, fight fans. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there, man? It is the homie. Mainman Mademan is in the building. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How about them Cowboys, fight fans? How about them Cowboys? Hey, man, y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Yes, sir, fight fans. As I always say, man, once again, it's on. Once again, it is an honor and a pleasure, fight fans. I repeat, an honor and a pleasure coming on through, rocking out with the boxing fans and the boxing fam. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, Sunday, the homie done made it, everybody. You know what that means? Our time now, man. What up, everybody? Salute, 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 man. I want to give a major salute to everyone that catches this live. A major salute to everyone that catches this on a playback. I want to say thumbs up as you pull up. You already know, fight fans. Do the homie a favor and hit that thumbs up as you pull up, man. You already know, man. What's up, everybody, man? How y'all feeling out there, man? Let me get in front of y'all, man. Stand by 1 second. I'm slacking on my button pressing over here. But, yeah, the homie is definitely here, fight fans. The homie is definitely here. Man, I've been booked up with football today, fight fans. Man, I'm just coming off of a high watching my Dallas Cowboys beat the brakes off the New York Giants. Easy work, fight fans. Them boys ain't coming back, man. Them boys ain't coming back. It is a wrap. I'm always on cloud nine when my Cowboys win. No, I take that back. I'm always on cloud nine when my Cowboys stomp out the opposition, fight fans. So y'all must excuse my enthusiasm tonight. I'm very, very happy, especially to get them damn Giants out the way. Salute to you all, man. Hope all is well out there, though, fight fans. Hope all is well. Who I got coming on through up in here? First on deck, I got Salah Farah in the house. What's up, Salah? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Mainman Mademan in our house, dropping that boxing knowledge. You all ready, Salah? You all ready? Say hit that like button on your way in. Big facts. Do the homie a favor, everybody. Let everybody find out about the channel. Come through and holler at us so they can join the fam. But we got to get them thumbs up rolling, man. Hit the thumbs up for the homie. Thumbs up for the homie. June Sports. What's up, champ? Hope all is well, man. Says peace and prosperity. Big facts. Same to you, June Sports. Thanks for riding with me tonight. You know what I'm saying? Give me a half of a second, fight fans. I just want to make sure that my audio is sounding cool before I roll on through. Y'all know how I like to do. Just want to make sure it's all love. Yeah. But what's going on with my thumbnail right there, though? Yeah, what's up with my thumbnail right there, man? Let me check something real quick, fight fans, before we get to rolling. I don't understand why my thumbnail didn't or maybe just something I'm saying on my end of YouTube, but for some odd reason it doesn't look like my thing. Yeah, it should be on there, so I don't know. We'll just keep on pushing though, man. We're gonna keep on pushing. So what's up, man? It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Fight fans, isn't it kind of funny that when you go into the stores right now, man, you see the Christmas decorations and stuff already up. We are 2 months out away from the big day. The build up to Christmas is actually better than Christmas Day, a lot of people say. But damn, these stores are starting early. Like, you go in the stores now, you see all of the Christmas decorations everywhere. I'm like, yo, what happened to Thanksgiving? Y'all went straight from Halloween all the way to Christmas. Like, we just forgetting about Thanksgiving? You dig what I'm saying? Look, what did Thanksgiving do? Do people even put up Thanksgiving Day decorations? What could you do for Thanksgiving? Like, what could the stores do for Thanksgiving? Nobody put up pictures of turkeys all around their house, right? I guess that the best thing that the stores can do for us for Thanksgiving is do something about the price of these damn groceries, fight fans. Lord have mercy, man. Am I the only one, fight fans? I go in the store to get me a stick of chewing gum. I say, oh, there's a soda. Maybe I want to grab that. A couple other things while I'm in here. Next thing you know, I got a half a cart full of stuff, and I'm paying $350, and I only got 2 days worth of food, fight fans. What the heck is going on with this inflation? They want to do something for us for Thanksgiving? Lower the price of groceries. That would be nice. That would be very nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. Fight fast. Oh, man, I want to give a major salute to the homie coming on through, showing love, man. My man, Greg E. Hill. Greg, what's up, family? Hope all is well with you, Greg. Hope all is well, man. He says, yo, man, I pray that Wilder get a fight this year. It's been far too much talking, Greg. Man, Greg, man, I'm with you 150%, bro. I'm hoping that the news that we are hearing about this heavyweight tournament, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it, I'm hoping that it all checks out. For the very least, we at least get a chance to see Deontay Wilder before the year ends. They're talking about putting this thing together for December the 23rd, bro. Oh, man, we ain't seen Deontay Wilder since that easy work he did with Helenius, you know what I mean? Hey, dog, I want to see Wilder get back, but I want to see him get back to the big one, Greg, and you know what that big one is. You know what I'm saying? You know what that big one is. You feel me? Hill is up in here. I would not call Jaron Ennis an email champ, or should we call him Email Ennis? I wouldn't call Jaron Ennis the email champ. I blame the IBF. The IBF should have ordered Keith Thurman versus Jaron Ennis for the vacant IBF title instead of elevating Boots. That would have been something cool. Unfortunately, though, I don't think Keith Thurman is ranked in the IBF, so they couldn't make that happen. No, bro. Where the IBF dropped the ball at, it's just like we talked about yesterday. And like I said before, the main piece that most articles, as well as people that's talking about this subject, the main piece that they are overlooking is that there was a small window in time where they could have got Jaron Ennis versus Earl Spence. When Bud Crawford went in for David Avanesian, what was Earl doing? Because the Mando hasn't been defended since 2018, right? What was Earl doing? When Bud's over there facing Avanesian, well, what is Earl, who hasn't defended his mandatory since 2018, what was he doing? He was gearing up to face Keith Thurman for the WBC, right? Where was the IBF? Where were they at? Since the issue is pressing so much, Lord knows Abdul Kokorov missed several paydays. He couldn't get his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It was pressing so hard that they had to strip Bud Crawford in 3-4 months. Yet when Bud went for Avanesian and their champion Earl Spence had nothing to do, they allowed the WBC to debo their asses, rough them off, fight fans, straight up rough them off, and say, nah, your mandatory don't mean squat. All of that, you pressing Earl Spence to be doing to face Jaron Ennis, are you out of your mind? We the WBC. We got the mandatory. And the IBF just folded. What about that time? What about that time, fight fans? That's what's important here. Oh, he wasn't the interim, man. He wasn't the interim. You don't got to be interim to be mandatory. That's a lie. If anyone told you that, they're lying. They're lying. So, to me, I look at it this way, bro. There was so much space and opportunity for Boots to go off and either face Terrence Crawford. 2 times where we know he dropped those opportunities. He didn't pursue those opportunities. No one would have stopped him for putting in paperwork with the WBO. There's no one that could have stopped that, fight fans. There was nothing that Bud could do. There was nothing that Bob could do. There was nothing that no one could do. When Virgil Ortiz says, I don't want the shot, and the next guy was Jaron Boots Ennis, all he had to do was Google the WBO's website, download the paperwork, fill it out, and send it in. That's it. He didn't do that. That's why I don't understand what's up with all of, Philly, I understand y'all want someone. Philly is a boxing town. Philly is made for boxing. Everyone knows that. Great fighters have came from out of Philly. Philly ain't on the map right now, you know what I'm saying, in the boxing game. I get it. Y'all are thirsty and desperate to have someone on the map. Danny kind of fell off a couple years ago. Rashidi didn't pan out too well, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all had, and Stephen Fulton just took a major loss, right? Stevie Fulton just took a major loss. So I understand Philly. Y'all want somebody on the scene. I get it. But for right now, he emailed Ennis. And there's nothing that no one can do. The only way that he gets rid of the email in his tag is not by y'all words. I don't care how many stories you tell. He got to fight. That's the way this goes. Devin Haney couldn't get that up off his back until he fought. See, maybe this is actually good for us boxing fans to a certain degree. Maybe now this will speed things up with Ennis. You know, maybe it'll speed his boots up. And we finally, hopefully, will get the fight that we hope to get. You know what I'm saying? But I got to tell y'all, fight fans, I must tell y'all, the road ahead for Jaron Ennis it does not look like a smooth one. It just don't, unless some changes happen, in my opinion. And we're going to talk about those things. We definitely going to talk about those things. Hey, man, I want to start off with this, though, fight fans. We're going to get to that subject and more, you know what I'm saying? But I want to start off right here. I seen something on Oscar De La Hoya's, on his Twitter, on his social media. I thought that was real interesting. And he asked the question, basically. And I think I'm going to go ahead and borrow that from you, Oscar. And I want to ask that same question to the fam right here. Now, we getting towards the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? We almost, this year's pretty much a wrap. We got the big card on the 25th. We know that PBC has a card on the 16th. I think that Top Rank has a card, a couple more cards. But we basically getting to the end of the boxing season. And so I asked the question, now we about to roll into 2024. Oscar De La Hoya took to his social media and he says, yo, what are the top 4 fights that you want to see in 2024? If you were a promoter, what are the top 4 fights, any weight class, what are the top 4 fights that you want to see in 2024? Now, me, as you know, I took it to a step further and put 5. And the reason being is because no one does 4 fights, Oscar. No one does 4 nothing. It's always top 5, top 10, maybe even top 3 every now and again, but no one does top 4. Have you ever seen a top 4 countdown? Oh, this is the top 4 albums in the country. Oh, this is the top 4. I've never seen top 4, so I decided to take it to top 5. So what are your top 5 fights that you are thirsty as a boxing fan to see? If you were the magical promoter, if you were the promoter to all sides involved, no political barriers, what are the top 5 fights that you would make in 2024? Let me see if I can take a crack at it. Put it in the comment section, fam, and I'll definitely put it right here on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So let me think about this for a second. I would have to say, and this is just me, I would go Gervonta Davis. I gotta see. I would look, if I was matchmaker, man, I'm putting together Gervonta Davis versus Shakur. Because competitively, I just think that that's like a top 4 fight. You know what I'm saying? Styles make fights, fight fans. The power of Tank Davis versus defensive skills of Shakur Stevenson, bro, I just think that will be just a down to the wire kind of fight. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Not to mention Tank got good reflexes, good upper body movement. Bro, that's just, it'll just be a hell of a fight. So that'll be one of them I want to see. And now, if we're going to stick with the young boys, I got to go with Devin Haney versus Gary Antoine Russell. I like that fight. I would put that fight together in a heartbeat with all of the stuff that Devin Haney had to say about 126 Gary and all of the stuff that Bill Haney and my bro, rest in peace, Bet, man, you know what I'm saying, that they was going back and forth in the public. Man, that moment was hot, fight fan. That moment was on fire. And I believe that we can get a something similar to that if we got this fight. It'll be some Judgment Day type shit. Like Gary Antoine Russell making Devin Haney basically answer for all of that stuff that he put little Gary through. All of the lies, all of the fake contracts, all of the trying to sign the man to a contract and dupe him and all of the stuff that they did. And I would love to see Gary Antoine Russell get his redemption for all of, they dragged Gary's name through the mud. They jumped in, they clout chased Gary when Gary had a thing between him and Terrence Crawford out here in the public. It was the hottest thing in the sport at that time. And here come old clout addicted Haney. I'll take the fight. And knowing damn well he was bluffing the whole time. All because he just wanted a moment to get his name talked about and so on and so forth. They bluffed that whole time. It was just one big long argument for nothing. For clout. And so I would love to see Gary Antoine Russell make Devin Haney answer for all of that shit, fight fans. Real spill. So that's 2. And I'm going to get to y'all comments in a second. Put them in the comment section. So that's 2 for me. Number 3, I would probably go with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. 7 years in the making, fight fans. I'm sorry. You may say, man, they don't got a belt. They've lost to this guy. They've lost to that guy. I get it. Call me a traditionalist. Call me old-fashioned. I need to see that come full circle. I know, deep down underneath, there's still a lot of bad blood between these two. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to see how Anthony Joshua would perform in front of Deontay Wilder. Like, would he be intimidated? Would he be intimidated by Deontay Wilder's whole demeanor, the right hand, everything, the knockout power? Will he be intimidated, fight fans? Or would Anthony Joshua find himself in that moment? Still looking like he's looking for himself, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Still looks like he's looking for himself. But would he find himself in that moment? Oh, man. I think my number 3 would definitely have to be Joshua and Wilder. Number four. Let's see. Number 4. I gotta go Bud and Charlo. I gotta go Bud and Charlo, fight fans. What say y'all? I gotta go Bud and Charlo. I think that Bud and Charlo, the trash talking, the styles of these two fighters, Bud Crawford going up to another weight class, Jermell Charlo having to answer for all of those words. Be a challenger sometimes. He gonna have to answer for all of those words, fight fans. The skill set, not to mention of Terrence Crawford beating his stablemate in Earl Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford making fun of his trainer in Derrick James. They having their back and forth. Then going up there to wipe out Charlo. Oh, man. Charlo still got 3 belts. Man, I would love to see Terrence Crawford move up and go after that. If Crawford can go up, get Zoo out the way, get that WBO belt, and maneuver that into a Charlo fight, man. I'm telling you, fight fans, that might be curtains for Mainman, because I've seen all I need to see. That would be amazing. So I would definitely put that on the menu. Charlo versus Crawford for next year. And last but not least, I would probably have to go with... Oh, it's tough. I like Beterbiev and Bivol. But do I want to see Canelo versus the winner of Andrade and Benavidez more? I know Beterbiev and Bivol have been hanging around boxing for a real long time, fight fans. Real long time. And that's a high-skilled, high-level fight, even though I believe that Dimitri Bivol is going to run away with it all day. Salute to my homie Muhammad Tola. But at the end of the day, bro, that's a tough. Both of those are really close fights. Probably the Canelo and David versus Andrade winner. I'd probably put that together ASAP. Because to be honest with you, I've been calling for this fight for so long, bro. It's like I know for at least 3 or 4 years. I've been saying this. I've been saying Benavidez and Canelo's name together. You know what I'm saying? Such an action-packed fight. So much. I mean, the changing of the guard in that fight. You feel me? Because the Mexican world would definitely circle the wagons around David Benavidez if he defeats Canelo Alvarez. It'll definitely be a changing of the guard. Like I said before, fight fans. If Andrade beat Canelo, you probably wouldn't get it. If like Bivol beat Canelo, he didn't receive the fanfare, right? Mainly because, they're not of certain descent. Let's call it for what it is. But if Benavidez does it, he takes the spot. And I don't know about y'all fight fans, but the inner boxing fan that sits inside of me love to see changing of the guard fights. Love to see the old veteran giving that young boy a chance and seeing if it can happen. Like y'all want to see Boots and Keith. That's the natural order of things. I ain't mad at Philly. I'm not mad at the Boots fans that say, yo, we want Keith. Why? Keith is right there. Keith ain't got no smoke, nobody. And Keith is considered, I guess, since he's also available, but he's considered that aging veteran that you want to see that young boy wipe out. Can he do it is the question, though. Can he do it? We'll get to that. But that will probably be my top 5 fights, fight fans, of next year. If I had to be magical promoter, once again, those will perhaps be the top 5 fights of 2024 that I would like to see. So let me go on over here to the comment section, man, and let me see if any of y'all put anything in there, man. Anything that y'all want to see next year, fight fans. There go my main man, Muhammad Tola in our house. What's up, man? He says, yo, man, price is so high, folks be getting a bag of groceries for Christmas. No bull, fam. Yo, you give a person a bag of groceries for Christmas, man, they should be smiling and hugging you at the same time. They should be happy. The way inflation is going, bro, like, they should definitely be happy, man. I'm telling you, man, you go in there, jump, man, look, you get you a couple little things, $250. You be like, damn, Brother, I got 2 days worth of food. 2 days. $250. Y'all out of y'all mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, out of their mind, fight fans. I can't believe in times of recession like this, anybody will be making fun of anybody for their pockets or if they struggling or anything. It's to the point now where I don't even like to listen to certain rap songs no more, because it's like, bro, y'all talking that shit. That ain't life. That ain't what people out here, bro. Most 90% of people ain't living that way. You know what I'm saying? So, it's inflation is a mug, man. Inflation is a mug. You know what I'm saying? Salah Farah says, yo, Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis, man. That's number one for me. That's number one for me right there. That's number one. I'm with you, Salah. I'm with you. Christian Corazana, and excuse me if I butchered that too bad. Crawford versus Ennis. Love it. Yo, Crawford versus Ennis. Hold on, Crawford versus, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong, but I know Bud ain't going to do it. But Crawford versus Ennis, Canelo versus Andrade. Beautiful fight. Tank versus Shakur. Outstanding fight. Haney versus Teo. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hey, I'm just, you know, I like to see Gary Antoine Russell, but I take that Teo fight too all day. Haney versus Teo is tough. That's tough, bro. That's real tough. Good lineup right there. Crawford versus Ennis, I don't know why that's one we wanted to see. Why, but that, you know, be one of the top ones. You know what I'm saying? But it's your list, bro. It's your list. But I hear you. It's still a good scrap. It's a good matchup. I think Crawford would dust him. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I think it's a good matchup. Muhammad first. Canelo versus Benavidez. Oh yeah, that's right. Tank versus Teo. Woo. Tank versus Teo. All I hear is thunderbolts. Lightning and thunder, bro. Somebody going to sleep. Tank versus Teo will be a thundering and lightning clash, bro. It's going to be some heavy punches thrown, a lot of heavy leather in that fight. I love Tank versus Teo. I like Teo versus a lot of folks, though. Teo just brings that action, you know what I'm saying? Wilder versus AJ, which you did, champ. 7 years in the making. Shakur versus Haney. You talking about a chess match, bro. Chess match like a mug. Chess match. Crawford versus Charlo all day. All day. How could you not want to see Crawford versus Charlo with all of the trash talk, bro? Like, that build-up would be, bro, I'm talking epic, man. And look, I'm telling you, fight fans, Charlo would not go in there and fight Crawford like he fought Canelo. I don't see it. Look, Charlo, I believe, would fight with every fiber of his being versus Terence Crawford, because he do not want to lose to Terence Crawford. And on top of that, he would look at that moment as, I can take this moment and now really surpass Earl Spence Jr. Like, bro, he would take that fight so serious, man. I just think that when he gets in front of Bud and see all of the tools that Bud can use and how he can switch hit and switch hands and switch paces, and if he want to counter punch, he'll counter punch. If he want to be aggressive, he'll be aggressive. Like, all of these things that he'll do, and I think that he'll get in front of Charlo, and I think Charlo will start to have question marks around his head. He can't go in there and try to take Bud's head off. He can't go in there trying to, let me knock him out early, one big shot. That ain't gonna happen. If you get rough with Bud, he won't get rough back with you. Man, that Charlo Crawford fight is fuego, fight fans. Fuego, man. Man, that's a beautiful clash of styles. Yes, sir. Salah Farah says Terence Crawford versus Jamel Charlo. Beautiful clash of styles, family. Beautiful. Salah says Bivol versus Beterbiev. Can't be mad at that matchup. Long overdue. High level skill matchup. The boxer versus the puncher. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going with the guy with the most tools, and I think that's going to be Bivol. What say you, Muhammad Tola? What say you? You know what I mean? Usyk versus Fury, says Salah Farah. That's a good one. Hopefully we get that one too for Undisputed. I'll take it for Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get that off the ground sometime next year as well. You know, and that will basically put a big shiny bow on the heavyweight division. At least this era. You know, we get Usyk and Fury, we get Joshua and Wilder. We can then whip out the big old shiny red bow, fight fans, pack this heavyweight division up and move on to the next. There's nothing to see no more. So I'm hoping we get those in 2024. You know what I'm saying? Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose. What's up, fam? Canelo versus Inoue. Undisputed versus Undisputed 2. Oh, nah. You on some Mikey versus Earl type shh. You on some Mikey versus Earl type shh. Nah, man. I hear you though. You know, some dare to be great. Man, anyway, we get his head knocked off, bro. Salute to my homie D-Lo 44 boxing up in here. D-Lo, I hope all is well, my friend. Hope all is well, champ. Salah says, yo, Benavidez has his hands full with Boo Boo. I don't know if Benavidez is going to make it to Canelo. We about to talk a little something about that. I think that D-Lo would definitely agree with that. You know what I mean? I think my man getting past him with flying colors. Send him with flying colors. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? You know what I mean? D-Lo says, yo, a grocery store gift card might make you a Santa Claus. Hey, look, man, a grocery store gift card is like giving a car nowadays, fight fans. Hey, Slim, somebody told me I just won $200, $300 worth of groceries. Treating it like I just won a car. Real spill, bro. Y'all remember that old game show where they had to run through the grocery store aisles and fill up their carts with the most stuff, and whoever had the most stuff would win? It was like some sort of grocery store challenge game show. Bro, bring that show back. That'd be the most popular show on TV. Shit. Everybody looking at people getting free groceries. Man, that is everything nowadays, dog. That is everything. Hey, man, I want to give a major salute to the flamethrower himself. My main man, 100 grand, Bruce M.F. and Vane. What's up, champ? Hope all is well with the homie Bruce Vane, man. That's fam right there. And much love, bro. I see that flame you dropping left and right. Hey, Bruce, man. Bruce, what we call him over here, fam? Truth Bruce. You know what I'm saying? My main man, Truth Bruce. Salute to you, homie, and thanks for riding with me tonight, man. Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Muhammad told us, I'm very curious to see how caramel evolves. Kids got all of the ingredients to be the next big attraction. Yeah, look like a little mini tank, don't he? I want to see how he develops. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Jaleel Hackett. I'm definitely keeping my third eye on Kid Austin. Of course, Richardson Hitchens. I mean, we got a lot of smoking ass talent coming up with the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on it. Matter of fact, Jaleel Hackett got a fight coming up soon out here. It's like on some, I think it's like a 6-rounder he doing out here within the next weekend or two. So I'll be keeping my eye on. I might try to make that fight. You know what I'm saying? Real spit. If it ain't already happened, man, I be sometimes out the loop, you know. Canelo versus Benavidez, Stevenson versus Haney, Teo versus Mateus. Not the wannabe boogeyman. It's about Mateus, a boogeyman. Fuck, he a boogeyman. He ain't got in the ring with Gary Antoine Russell yet. Fuck, he a boogeyman when Javante Tank Davis about to make an example out of him if he look good on this card, fight fans. I'm telling y'all. But I like those lineups. Stevenson versus Haney, chess match. Canelo versus Benavidez, long overdue. Bivol versus Beterbiev. I still really want to see Charlo versus Kazoo. Ooh, that's a good one. Charlo and Tim Tszyu. That'll be something. But Bud may come up there and ruin that whole party. But if we ain't talking Bud and Spence till what, middle of next year or whenever we talking about it, then shit, bro, let's do Charlo and Tszyu. And that way, by the time Bud is done, hopefully that little thing can be wrapped up and he can move right on up to Undisputed and just keep it pushing. Either way it goes, either he get the WBO from Tszyu and push it into Charlo fight, or if Charlo and Tszyu square off, we get all 4 belts united again, here come Bud Crawford. What say y'all, fight fans? I like that. I definitely like that. I think that's a plan for all-time great shit. Which I would say, y'all. And then if he want to go do Canelo or whatever he want to go do, make a super duper bag on the way out, you know, while getting his hand casted at the Hall of Fame, so be it. So be it. So be it. Yes, sir. Hey, there go my main man, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more, man. Salute to you, Bruce. And thanks for coming on through, riding with me tonight. And I hope all is well. Thanks, D-Lo. There it is. D-Lo says, yo, Hackett fights on December. I'm going to try to make that, champ. I'm going to definitely try to be in that building if it's out here. That's like the day before my sister's birthday. My sister's birthday is on the 2nd, so I'm going to try to definitely be there if she ain't got me running all around town. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for that heads up, D-Lo. Thanks for that heads up, man. So I see, man, y'all got some real good lineup of fights y'all on y'all wish list for next year, man. Let's see if we can get some of them joints made, bro. But I think that every fight that y'all been putting out there are all smokers, man. And, you know, these fights should be happening. And every fight that we've talked about so far will all put boxing on the map. All of them. Boxing, are y'all listening? What the people are saying. Give us something off these wish lists, man. We should be making these fights happen. If not, the sport will continue to shrink. Y'all keep playing. Keep playing if you want to. Let's keep pushing, fight fans. Let's keep pushing. Let's see what we got else on the agenda here, man. I want to talk about this. Yeah, let's make a stop right here. Let's make a stop right here. I want to go here for a second, fight fans. I want to talk about Vasyl Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson, because the reason is, I don't know if y'all caught Shakur's recent interviews that he's been putting out. I see that I don't know if it's Boxing Scene or Boxing News. They got it in print also. But Shakur Stevenson has been speaking about Vasyl Lomachenko. And normally, you know, whenever Shakur speaks about him, we all heard Shakur speak about Loma several times in the past. It's no big deal. But there's something that I caught in this recent interview that kind of caught my eye. And I said to myself, oh, look how he's talking about Vasyl Lomachenko. He's not talking about Vasyl Lomachenko from a point of, yeah, he may have called him weak and a sucker or so, but nah, bro, he disappointed. Shakur went down the line of saying how growing up all these years, he looked up to Vasyl Lomachenko. And watch Vasyl Lomachenko go through fighter after fighter after fighter, go through weight class after weight class, and he was just like, yo, he was a fan. So to see Vasyl Lomachenko now get to him, and he can't seem to get Vasyl Lomachenko scene, and you know, we tried things and he fought all of these guys, and so it's like, now you don't want to fight me. And so he's looking like he's real disappointed. Like, I had like higher hopes for him. You know what I mean? Like, I looked up to him at once upon a time. I expected this dude to never turn down no challenges. Now, normally I would take opportunities like this and moonwalk all over Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl, Vaseline, whatever his first name is. I would normally take opportunities like this and just dance all over Vasyl Lomachenko. Y'all lucky I ain't got my picture. But I'm not going to do that right now. And the reason being is because, hold on, I don't want Shakur to go too far with this. And the thing is that as much as I believe that Shakur and Lomachenko could, would, and should be lined up for some currently looking at George Kambosos, and he's looking to go and face George Kambosos whenever he returns to the fight game. And Shakur caught word of this, and he's just disappointed. He's almost damn near, it's like he's almost heartbroken. Like, I can't believe that he would do me. I had such higher expectations for Vasyl Lomachenko. But Shakur, what you need to understand, and you know, y'all all know that I'm the biggest Shakur fan on the planet. And as bad as I want to see Shakur put hands and feet all over Vasyl Lomachenko, you got to give him time. You got to give him time. And I understand with Shakur, how Shakur feeling. He wants it now. He's hungry. He's starving. He's anxious to prove. He's anxious to get the big fight. And I totally understand all of that. And I want to see all of that. But Vasyl Lomachenko literally just got embarrassed in front of the world. He lost to a young kid. He lost to young Devin Haney. Not only did he lose, but he went backstage, cried in front of the whole world. You got to give him time to kind of rebuild his self back up. If allowing Vasyl Lomachenko to go and face make him feel better, or to make him put him back into the winning column, because you don't want to fight no Lomachenko coming off no loss to Devin Haney. You know what the fans are gonna say? He beat him. Oh, well, he just lost to Devin. Devin, he was already through. He was already done. So you want to get the best version of this dude, because he ain't got many best versions left. He's at the end of his career. All right, he's more than likely looking for the bigger money fights. And clearly, I don't think George Kambosos is going to bring him the most money he's ever seen, even though the government pays very well over there. But at the end of the day, if y'all still got a big bag of money for him, then let him go get his win. You beating him now means nothing. You beating him coming off of a loss, and all of this stuff, they're going to say he wasn't active. Let him get active. Let him get back into the win column, and then you embarrassed. He got his fans running around here telling him he beat Devin Haney. Oh, he really got robbed, and so he ain't get robbed. Devin outboxed this dude, and y'all already know I ain't the biggest Devin Haney fan in the world. He outboxed him. He turned up late, cool, too little, too late. Simple as that. And you don't want Devin's leftovers, Shakur. You just don't want his left. You already see Devin talking real spicy to you out here in the public. Every little thing you do, he making fun of it. I just seen him making fun of your ticket sales recently, talking about some. What he say? They giving them away to the soldiers or some shit he said. I don't know what he said, bro. But he putting it up. Like, you ain't selling no tickets. He looking for any little thing. Don't fight his leftovers. Let Lomachenko get back into the win column. Let him rise up some more. Let people think that he's back. Oh, he's looking like the old Lomachenko. Let him beat on George Kambosos. But then once that parade is done and that moment is done, that's when you jump back on him. I don't believe that Bob Arum would allow Lomachenko to go to play, more than likely, given that Shakur just recently came out and came in interview that his contract ends next year. You do got to wonder, is Bob Arum going to say, hey, kid, if you want the Lomachenko fight, you're going to have to come over here and sign this piece of paper. You do got to ask yourself that, fight fans. Shakur let this out the bag, didn't he? He shouldn't have spoke on this, but he spoke on his contract being up. They want to rise their price. Granted. And I totally understand. We talked about that last live stream. Shakur is right. He's came through multiple classes. He's won multiple belts. Granted, the price goes up. But you do got to ask yourself, in order to get back, to get this fight, would Bob hold this over your head and say, Devin had to do to get Lomachenko? He had to sign a piece of paper. And so I hear Shakur, you're saying that the prices of this and the prices that we do, you want the Lomachenko fight. Will they finesse Shakur back into a top-ranked deal, fight fans, using Vasyl Lomachenko due to Shakur being so disappointed that he never got this fight? Really is. This is how Bob plays. Y'all know this is how Bob plays. Y'all know this is how Bob play. He ain't going to sit back and give him Vasyl Lomachenko in an option year, knowing that I may not have. Like, you think that Bob is going to let Shakur beat Loma and then roll out, or risk the possibility of rolling out? I just wonder. So chin up, Shakur, man. Don't be sitting around hanging. You know, I understand that you looked up to him for a long time. You sparred him. Y'all, you know, and look at this picture, man. This is probably an old picture. Dog, look how big Shakur was already towering over Lomachenko. He was already much bigger than Lomachenko. And he's gotten bigger since then. Let him get back into the win column. Let him get the sizzle back on his name. Now there's no sizzle on Lomachenko's name. Let him get the sizzle back. And when he get the sizzle back, Holmes, you be right there to welcome him. That's how you get down. You know what I'm saying? What say y'all, fight fans? What say y'all? Let me see here. Look at D-Lo. D-Lo say, yo, man, these fans better hope Crawford is busy with Spence. Otherwise, he is going to wreck one of their favorite fighters. Big fat. That's what he do. He a wrecking machine. And you know why you say that, D-Lo? Because you got proof, fam. You got proof. Mr. Breakthrough. So I want to see Crawford run through 154 just so he can dump that IBF belt in the trash on his Riddick Bowe type ish. Facts. Oh, that'll be a sight for eyes. That'll be facts. The IBF and Bud Crawford do not get along. Clearly, fight fans. Man, I love to see that, man. Salute to my homie Andrew Charles, man. Salute to you, family. All is well, man. D-Lo says, yo, Loma was a little buzz off for a minute. He knows his limitations. Yeah, he do. But you know, you can't run away from these kind of fights, man. Like, Lomachenko got away for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Beating fool's gold kind of fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicholas Walters and all. Nicholas Walters proved out to be nothing, a dud. Jason Sosa's and all of these dudes and Lenardez, like, that's cool, man. But it's like when the oven really got hot, taking advantage of Rigo, that's all great. But when it really got hot, we ain't seeing much. But Lomachenko's best win to date is Gary Russell. It is his best win to date, in my opinion. Gary Russell. Now that the smoke is getting real thick, there's levels to this. Loma's showing that he can't go where that thick smoke is at. That's what I'm saying. So look, bro, like when we were talking about Jason Sosa's and Nicholas Walters and Lil Rigo and all that, it was, you know what I'm saying? But now we got Kess's, right in this weight class that's very, very talented, and Loma looking like he having a problem. I'm just saying, fight fans, what y'all think Tank would do to this dude, man? You know what I'm saying? D-Lo says, yo, man, Loma don't want to risk back-to-back losses. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And I can understand that. You know what I mean? Like I said, as a fighter, he want to get his confidence back. He want to get his legs under him. He want to get his fanfare back. And that's what Shakur should let. Beating this version of Lomachenko is not, you're not going to get nothing from it. You ain't going to get nothing from it. Let him get the sizzle back. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Maybe after he gets back into the win column. Big facts, D-Lo. Big facts. Big facts. Salah says Lomachenko is too small for 135. He should have stayed at 130. Well, know what? Yeah, well, this is what it is. You moved up in weight. You there now. He got to win at that class. He just hasn't beat the best at the class. It ain't like he ain't got no wins at 135. He got to win. It's just that he ain't beat the best. I mean, I don't know if he's too small. That maybe that's his ceiling. He shouldn't go beyond 35. That's for sure. That's for sure. But if he's there and he feel good enough to face George Kambosos, you don't see him complaining about weight or anything about George Kambosos, then get in there with Shakur when it's a good time. 135 is huge for Loma, and his age has caught up. Them young wolves are circling. I get it. But that's the natural order of things. How many older fighters, you know what I mean, in their older age, sat back and say, damn, I got to go tussle with this young boy. What am I got to go fight this young boy. Imagine Nonito Donaire moving, what he's having a second resurgence to his career. Sitting in there with all of these young fighters. He the oldest guy in the whole tournament. You know what I mean? Like, it happens that way. When it's the natural order of things. You age. And once you get up there in age, there is going to be a young fighter that's going to come along and say, hey, I want what you got. You don't run away from the moment. That hurts boxing. What makes boxing is that old veteran, like the old lion, about to lose his pride. He says, you're gonna have to beat me for these, but you're gonna have to put me down. I ain't running away from nothing, young boy. And if I beat you, guess what? My legacy gets even more stronger. So let's do it. It's been going on that way since the day a boxing glove was invented. And it don't stop here, fight fans. It don't stop here. But I'm willing to let him get into the win column. I think everyone is right. If you feel like, yo, give Lomachenko some time to get back into the win column. If you feel like that, I think I'm with you 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm with y'all 100% on that. Real spill. I'm with y'all 100% on that one. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D-Lo says, yo, Shakur may have had a contract accelerator built into his next fight. He should win. He should he win the strap. Facts. That's Bob get down with those two. Bob will make it so if you win a belt, by you winning that belt, that extends your contract. Remember how Bud, who went through that? No, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia couldn't figure out, how do I get away from Bob Arum? How can I get away? I got to go through court. I got to sue him. I got to pay a lawyer. When all he technically had to do was drop the belt. Because as long as he held the belt, he had to be a top-ranked fighter. Ain't that some shit? These promoters are so greedy, fight fans, that they know that your dreams and everything is tied around a belt. So you pursuing the belt means that they locking you into contracts. Wow. Crazy, bro. Boxing is wild, man. Boxing is wild, Joe. Salah says, yo, look at the pictures, D-Lo. That's like 5 years ago. Shakur was fighting at 26 and Loma was 126. Shakur looks bigger already back then. Yeah, you're right. I will agree. But, I mean, you can't go by that, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if, like I said before, if he's winning at the class, man, you got to go by that. He's good enough or big enough to actually win at that class. And so He's just not good enough to beat the best at that class. That speaks volumes. Salute to my homie Trap House Boxing up in here, man. Trap House, salute to your family. Hope all is well. He says, yo, man, what up to everyone in the chat? And salute to you all. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Trap House. And I hope all is well. Salute, salute. I got to come on through, Trap House. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to definitely be looking you up, man, and coming on through and come on past the channel. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the homie Trap House Boxing. You know what I mean? D-Lo says, yo, Walters was on the shelf about a whole year before they called him to fight for Loma. Facts. Let's not do that type of news. The fact that Guillermo Rigondeaux had to come up and wait. These are all of the fights that Loma earned his bones on, bro. These are all of the ones that Loma earned his name as No Lomachenko. There's no corners being cut no more. Like, the talent is there. There's no advantages. You ain't the bigger man. You know, it's come on, man. I hate when shit like this happens, man. When the smoke gets thick and then everybody want to say, oh, well, yeah, it's his size or is this. Nah, man. It's just that the smoke got thicker. That's all it was. Nobody says that when he wins. He beat George Kambosos. Nobody ain't gonna mention nothing about his size. I promise y'all that. But let's keep on pushing, fight fans. Let's keep on pushing. Either way it goes, I just want to say this, man. Shakur Stevenson, keep your head up, man. Don't be disappointed in Vasyl Lomachenko. You've never lost. Shakur don't know what it feel like. He's never been through what Lomachenko is probably dealing with. You got to understand, Shakur's undefeated. He's still young. You know what I mean? He's still kind of, you know, I don't want to say wet behind the ears, but he's still young and, you know, he wants it all. But Vasyl took a loss, a hard loss. And he may need some time to get back into the win column and build himself back up. But I understand where Shakur's coming from. You know what I mean? Oh, you ain't been active, Trap House? Oh, for real? Oh, okay. All right. Well, when you do, bro, let me know, man. Let me know for sure. I want to definitely come and support. I always like to support everybody that come and support me. If you got a channel, if you're a content creator, man, I'm always there. I want to support. Like the homie Bruce Vane. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to definitely support Bruce Vane. All content creators that rock out with Mainman, I rock out with y'all, especially if you're part of the fam. And it's as simple as that. And I want to always make sure that I'm supporting y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. So let's keep on pushing, though, fight fans. Let's keep pushing. Let's talk a little something about this. Let's talk about this right here. Hold on. Let me put this up here, man. Heavyweight tournament rumor, fight fans. Salute to my homie Greg E. Hill at the top of the show, who was donated in the super chat, was speaking about Deontay Wilder. And maybe, just maybe, bruh, if this news holds up, we may be just getting our wish. We may just be getting our wish. Let's go to a little bit of reporting on this, fight fans. Let's talk about this. Let's go to a little bit reporting. I'm going to read a little bit from Talk Sports. They are talking about this. So read a couple paragraphs off of Talk Sports. It says December the 23rd will now play host to Joshua and Wilder, according to the American boxing journalist Dan Rayfield. So Dan Rayfield broke this. It says that it's reported that AJ has agreed to fight Otto Wallin, who famously gave Fury a tough night and cut him when they fought in 2019. And meanwhile, Deontay Wilder has agreed to fellow ex-champion Joseph Parker, who was dethroned by Joshua in 2018. Dimitri Bivol is also expected to be on the card, defending his WBA light heavyweight world title against Richard Rivera. So there's a rumor going around that basically we're going to get another heavyweight tournament on December the 23rd in Saudi Arabia. Now, words have been coming from Eddie Hearn. Dan Rayfield reported on this. There's several articles floating around the internet right now talking about this. And like I said, fight fans, let's just keep our fingers crossed, because let's just say when it comes to Saudi Arabia, sometimes it ain't always real talk. Remember, originally on the 23rd, we were supposed to be getting AJ versus Wilder. Not all of this mumbo jump. No, I take that back. Let's go back further. Originally, they were talking about a heavyweight tournament pertaining to Usyk and Fury and Wilder and Joshua. So Fury and Usyk, for some odd reason, ain't doing it. The Saudis then put them off down to like February. They're saying that Tyson Fury is cut and so on and so forth. So they're not going to fight till around February, and they're looking to do this now. Now, here's my deal. Let's just talk about the obvious. There's no need for a tournament when we're talking about Wilder and Joshua. Well, my biggest fear of all of this is somebody loses. I'm gonna be flat out honest. My biggest fear is that Otto Wallin beats Anthony Joshua. That's my biggest fear. I don't fear Joseph Parker beating Deontay Wilder. If we was to get this, my fear about this would be that Otto Wallin has a damn good chance on beating AJ. That's scary. AJ loses, Wilder loses, we can kiss that fight goodbye for good. Is this necessary? Saudis who are in y'all ear telling y'all, guiding y'all through the sport of boxing. This is like a waste of time. Once upon a time, was I calling for Wilder and Joseph Parker? Sure. Once upon a time, would I have mind seeing AJ versus Wallin? Probably not. But not now. Not when it's crunch time, fight fans. Not when we waited 7 long years. And then you telling me, oh, they're going to come up with some made-up news. I bet you this was Eddie Hearn. This has Eddie Hearn written all over it, fight fans. He's probably in there. Well, it'd be better off if you just, if you do AJ versus Wallin first, and we can make some money there. And then maybe next year, or maybe next December, or maybe the year after that, we'll get around to the Wilder fight. This had Eddie Hearn written all over it, fight fan. We know Eddie Hearn has been resisting Deontay Wilder ever since Joshua lost to Usyk, and he's been taking him through the Bum of the Month Club. Like ever since that, bro, he's been trying to do any and everything to keep him away from Wilder as possible. I'm almost starting to believe that even if Saudi Arabia had the money, he probably still wouldn't do it, because that's the end of the line. You can't take AJ back to the O2 no more. Ain't no more going back to Wembley. Let's go back to Wembley. Ain't no going back to Wembley. None of that shit. All it's a wrap. You got to take the hamster off the wheel is what you gonna have to do. And so, fight fans, come on, man. Do we really got to see all of this? Wilder is gonna knock Joseph Parker head into the parking lot. I've always believed that. Always. Joseph Parker is vanilla ice cream and boring. Deontay Wilder's gonna spark this dude in like 3 or 4 rounds. I wanted to fight that once upon a time. I ain't gonna lie. When Deontay Wilder was talking about it and they ran into each other somewhere in Alabama, and him and Joseph Parker had like a verbal agreement that they were gonna fight, only to see Joseph run back over to the UK and say, Deontay Wilder? Huh. Then we had never heard from Joseph Parker since. Now all of a sudden Joseph Parker's in the mix? For what? Just give us Wilder and Joshua. I'm telling y'all, fight fans, if y'all not afraid of Otto Wallin, I know Otto Wallin maybe didn't look that great against Gassiev. I see articles being printed out. They're speaking about he didn't look like he was in the best shape and so on and so forth. But you got to understand, Otto Wallin's been sitting on the sidelines begging for a fight, a big name fight, and no one's been really giving it to him. He's been beating the mid-tier, you know what I'm saying? And so he hasn't been excited. So he may have wasn't that excited about Gassiev. He may have came in there with a little bit of a belly. He still wanted to fight. You put him in there with AJ, he gonna get geared up for that, bro. He gonna come in that tip-top shape. He gonna be ready to go. And I got a huge fear that Otto Wallin fuck around and outbox AJ. Being 100, fight fans. If y'all don't fear that, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't see Joseph Parker upset nothing. Joseph Parker gonna get in there and tippity tap, tap, tap. He ain't got no aggression in his body. No killer instinct whatsoever. He is vanilla ice cream, fight fans. 2 scoops. 2 scoops. That fool ain't doing nothing. Deontay Wilder gonna get in there and I'd say about 4 or 5 rounds, he knocks out Joseph Parker. He knocks out Joseph Parker. But I guess the bit of good news about this, once again, if you just want to see Deontay Wilder fight. Now, I haven't heard Wilder echo any of this. I see Deontay Wilder on social media still calling out Francis Ngannou. He's still talking about Francis Ngannou right now. So I haven't heard him mention anything about this. But this is like on every boxing publication right now. Eddie Hearn is talking about it. Talk Sports is even going as far as saying is that it's pretty much already been agreed upon. Let me make sure I read this correct. They even gone that far. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, it says it's being reported that AJ has agreed to fight Wallin, and meanwhile, Wilder has agreed to fight fellow ex-champion Joseph Parker, according to Dan Rayfield. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if this is necessary, but I'll take the card. I mean, they talking about December the 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Hell, this is give us something to watch. I'm at the very least, if we do get this, and hopefully AJ is victorious, hopefully Wilder's victorious, at the very least, hopefully we get a face-off or a face-to-face or some sort of action between Wilder and AJ at this event. At the very least. So I don't know. How y'all feel about this, fight fans? Do y'all want to see this, or do y'all think that this is a waste of time? And maybe we should just be going straight into AJ versus Wilder. What say y'all? Or somebody gonna mess this up. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad told us, says, Wilder knocks out everyone. I still to this day don't know what happened against Fury 2 and 3. Oh, I can tell you for sure. Fury 2, you know what my theory on that is, bro. I said it during the fight. I said it at the time of the fight. And that's because Wilder had wifey in the camp. And let's just call it for what it is. Come on, bro. Wilder was still stroking with wifey, man. He ain't had no legs in that fight. People talking about some suit and all of this other jack. Man, ain't had nothing to do with that. Wifey couldn't stay away from wifey. That's what that was about. And in the third fight, I just think that it was just a bad miscalculation between him and Malik Scott, man. Malik had him coming in there way too big. It was just a bad miscalculation. But you know, it's no excuses. He lost. It is what it is. But that's what I think. So I think he's back on track now. I think him, you know, to bring on Malik Scott at such a pivotal time in his career was already kind of shaky. But at the end of the day, him and Malik, you know, they got chance, they got time now, they're used to each other, they know what to expect from each other. So hopefully going forward, you know, Wilder can correct those wrongs, learn from his mistakes, and move forward and finish his career strong. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think that's what pretty much happened. I think wifey got to him in fight 2, and I think fight 3 was a bad miscalculation. You know what I mean? Real spill. Yeah. Hey, yo, who's that? LaJessica, what's up, fam? She say, waste of time, man. What's the point? I'm with you. I'm like, let's get to it, man. Deontay Wilder ain't trying to be around here forever. I don't know who told him that this was the good idea to do. But I can tell you one thing. Every boxing fan is going to be watching this, especially around Christmas time. They make this happen, we still going to be watching. I just think it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? I just think it's a waste of time. Champ Life, Joshua and Wildin, hashtag Wilder and Parker. Give me that. Champ Life on board. Champ Life on board. I hear that, man. I just want to get to it, homie. I'm tired of waiting, bro. You make me wait 7 years for something, man. We got to get to it, bro. We got to get to it. So I say you what, fight fans, let's hope that this news sticks. Let's hope that it, you know, at the very least, since we ain't going to be having pretty much no boxing at that time of year, and since we haven't seen Wilder since the Helenius fight, and you know it is, and this is the closest thing that we'll get to Wilder and AJ. At least they'll be on the same card in the same building in front of all of the money people. So hopefully the money people will see it, and the money people will say, "Yo, we'll put that on next." So that's all that we can hope. So hope for at this point. But that's the rumor. Talk Sports is saying that they've agreed. We'll see if it sticks, fight fans. These things got a funny way of changing. And anything coming from Eddie Hearn, anything, you know what I mean? I ain't believing it. I'm just sorry. I'll believe it when I see it type shit. So let's keep on pushing, man. Let's keep on pushing, fight fans. As y'all can kind of tell, man, I'm not trying to hang out too late tonight, fight fans, so I'm going to have to speed this up a little bit. I got some folks coming through tonight that's coming through to chill on out with me later on. So I want to go ahead and get through this and wrap this on up soon. So I'm going to cover this one right here. And then we we got 2 more to get to. 2 more. So I want to definitely get to these. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this. I want to stop on Andrade and Benavidez. Now I was listening to the All Access. Did y'all see that All Access, man? Y'all better take y'all time watching that All Access, because this is the last one. We gonna miss him, man. HBO, when they left, they took 24/7 with them. Remember 24/7? 24/7 was like the first version of All Access, and now we got Showtime and we got All Access, and this, everybody, is the last All Access. Damn. But I caught the episode, man. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good episode, man. And what I basically took away from that is both men look like they're preparing very well, I will say. Both men look very, very motivated. They look like they're preparing very well. And, man, this is just going to be just a hell of a clash, bro. But I was listening to Andre Rozier. And Andre Rozier, who's working with Demetrius Andrade, head coach working with Demetrius Andrade, he was speaking about how Andrade can do all of these things in the ring. You know how we all heard these stories, you know what I'm saying? He's this phenom in sparring. He's this phenom in the ring. He can do all of these things, and he just keep on moving and moving and moving. And Andre Rozier is just like, yo, he's even doing things that surprises me. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's the magician of sparring. Isn't that right, fight fans? And so I'm listening to Andrade, and he's like, yeah, man, whatever I'm doing, if he can't stop it, if I got to keep moving and moving, that's what I'm going to keep on doing. Listen, Holmes, listen to me, man. It seems to me that everything that I'm hearing from Andrade and Rozier and all of these folks is Andrade's athleticism. Oh, he's going to be moving so much and making David run into all of these shots. Andre Rozier, oh, he's so amazing. His mobility, he can move, he can do this. Andrade, well, if it's working, I'm going to keep on moving. Brother, who you fooling? Who you fooling? Your fans? You don't move like that no more, Holmes. You don't move like that. Listen, man, do y'all understand that the best antidote for a mover and a shaker is a beatdown artist? David don't just win, he beats you up, beats you down. I don't give a damn about Andrade's athleticism. I keep telling all of these sparring stories and how great he is. He's the greatest sparring champion in the world, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about that stuff, bro. David is a phenom. He's a phenom. He can beat 75 pounders, 68 pounders, whatever. He is the best fighter at 68. He is the real champ. He is a phenom who's going to come to beat you up. You can't move. Bro, you are 36, 37, 35, how old is Andrade? Late 30s. No one ain't seen Andrade move and groove smoothly in like 3 fights. Have y'all fight fans? Is something I'm missing? I didn't see him moving smoothly in the DeMar Nicholson fight, nor the ones, the two before that. So why is everybody so stuck with Andrade at 154? Why is everybody so stuck with 160 Andrade? This is 168 Andrade. He ain't athletic like that no more. Man, you just hating, man. Nah, it ain't hate. I'm going by what I saw. I'm going by what I see, and I don't see no athletic versions of no Demetrius Andrade no more. He can't even move out of the way of body shots. I don't care about his athleticism. I am so sick and tired of his fans running around talking about his athleticism and how much he moves and grooves. You don't think that Caleb Plant was a mover? And let me tell y'all something, bro. I was listening to David on that All Access. And David said that the problem that he had in that Caleb Plant fight was the fact that he had beef with Caleb Plant. And it was a lot of bad blood there. So it made him, I guess, a little bit uncharacteristic early on in their fight. Like, it made him basically going in there trying to knock Caleb Plant out early. He was so pissed off. He said he had to settle down. He had to, calm down and let his combination start to fly a little bit more freely. And see, and in this fight, there is no emotional build up. There is no, I don't like Andrade. I can't stand Andrade. That ain't it. It's a clear-headed David Benavidez. And that's a problem. See, Demetrius Andrade, he don't know which way is up right now. He running to different trainers. Andre Rozier 1 minute, then he with the other guy the next minute. Like, who's training? Who's training Andrade? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so sick of all his fans talking about some athleticism. Like, he could just move like that. Y'all are so stuck at 154. I'm listening to him on All Access. Rozier, you stuck at 154. All of y'all. David Benavidez is going to show y'all that he can't move like that no more. And David knows it. What say y'all, fight fans? What say y'all? But from what I got from those All Accesses, Andrade is really, really dependent on his athleticism. And Rozier is really amazed by the things that he's doing. And David Benavidez, well, he says that I am not full of no emotional attachments with Andrade. I am clear-headed. That's a problem. That is a problem. JT Tate says, yo, Boo Boo did a better job with Nicholson than Berlanga. Yo, but Nicholson knocked him down. Did he knock Berlanga down? And yes, Andrade fans, that was a knockdown. We can do this till the cows come home. We can do this all night long because I got videos galore. We could do it all night. It was a knockdown. It was, look, there goes the body shot right there. Boom. There's another one. Boom. And he goes timber. It was a knockdown. I don't want to, he did not look good in the Demond Nicholson fight. He did not. He got into a slugfest with Demond Nicholson. Why? Because the legs wasn't moving no more. You get into that same slugfest with David Benavidez, please. And we will be saying, we will be saying, somebody go get a spatula, please, and scoop Andrade ass up off the floor, please. So listen. The more I hear fans and Andrade and Rozier and anybody for that matter speak about his mobility, the more I hear that. Hey, D-Lo, the more I hear that. Bruce Gas, the more I hear that. La, the more I hear that, the more that I feel confident that David Benavidez is going to get this man a beat down. I feel it. Do y'all, you see, you don't have any sort of evidence that shows David Benavidez slowing down. Y'all ain't got nothing. Oh, man, his punch output came down. Nope. His power looks like, nope. You got nothing. He's looking great. He's coming off the biggest win of his career. Meanwhile, Andrade took a short notice opponent and got put on his ass. Oh, man, he slipped. Demond Nicholson stepped on his foot. We could do this all night, fight fans. You look at his feet. Look at the feet. Look at the feet. Do you see anybody stepping on his feet? It's on the side of his foot, but ain't nobody stepping on his foot. So how did he slip and ain't nobody clip him up? No. That's a knockdown, fight fans. And salute to the DMV's Demond Nicholson. And I told y'all, fight fans, about 2 weeks prior, few weeks prior to this fight, I saw Demond Nicholson in person. And he was not in shape. He wasn't ready to go. He cobbled that together real quick and he put Demetrius Andrade on his ass. And they didn't count it. Oh, he slipped. He didn't slip. He had no legs. Let's do it one more time. I want to see the slip. What is the clip? He grazed his foot right there. He grazed it. But he's on the side of his foot. Those are two body shots right there. And look, his body curled up right there too. And look, he went down. He didn't slip. He did nothing. Y'all need to stop, bro. Y'all need to stop. And then he got up and proceeded to get into a phone booth fight with Demond Nicholson. And he outgunned Demond Nicholson. But Demond, that was a short notice opponent. He wasn't even prepared. And he getting put on his ass by this dude. Man, just saying, fight fans. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah. A pigeon, huh? Yeah, man. Yeah. Find uncounted knockdown, says JT Tate. JT, listen, they uncounted it, but they didn't count it as a knockdown, but your eyes and my eyes all both see knockdown. Now, D-Lo will get up here and say, yo, man, daggone well that he slipped or he clipped or he was off balance. So that's what he was. But we all have two eyes and we see very, very clear, most of us, right? And listen, it may was uncounted, but in the minds of the people, this is counted. This is counted. When Zab Zuda knocked down Floyd Mayweather, did you see that as a knockdown? I did. When Floyd's glove touched the canvas, did you see that as a knockdown? Because I sure did. And a lot of people did and kept that in their minds for a long time. A knockdown is a knockdown. Andre got problems. I don't care what y'all say, man. But either way it goes, fight fans, it was still a cool ass episode of All Access. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Also, one last piece for the All Access. I also thought it was real cool when Jose Benavidez Sr. he spoke about how he basically almost lost his relationship with his sons and how he was pushing them too hard, and he was straining in the relationship between David and Jose, man. And I thought that was real deep too. So it was a cool ass episode of All Access, man. And I'm really all into it because, like I said, these are the last ones that we gonna get, and I'm really gonna miss All Access. Whatever new network that PBC go to, man, I hope they emulate this, whether it be Netflix or whoever. I hope they bring us an All Access or a 24/7 style thing, because these things are going to be greatly missed. Real spill, fight fans. Real spill. So let's keep on pushing, man. Are you a hater or no, says JT Tate? The answer is no, but I am a big Benavidez fan. You know what I'm saying? I call it like I see it, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? I call it like I see it. What you call hate, I call truth. You feel me? So let's sub that word. Are you a truth teller or no? Then the answer would be yes. The answer would be yes. What about the Benavidez knockdown? That was 100 years ago. And that dude had, not only top of that, he had another opportunity to try to make that up, and he still couldn't do it. Come on, man. How about the fact that David Benavidez got the best wins at the class? How about the fact that David Benavidez is being severely ducked by Canelo Alvarez, who ain't got no excuses, but the ones that y'all keep giving him? You know what I'm saying? How about David Benavidez has been the boogeyman hunting down everybody at 68? How about you give him some credit? Nah, sorry. Demetrius Andrade, he ain't for squat. Simple as that. And I'm calling it like I see it. You got an aging fighter who relies on his legs and is not looking nearly as mobile. So you call that hate, I call it truth. And the reason I call it truth, look at his last 3 fights and come back and holler at me. JT. Let's keep pushing though, fight fans. Let's keep pushing. All right, you say you going to bed. Yeah, you might need to go to bed off that one, bro. Cause if you sitting back talking about some, I'm hating because I'm telling the truth. Nah. Never heard of it, homie. Never heard of it. But salute to JT, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Let's keep pushing, though, fight fans. We got one more thing to get to before I got to wrap this up. And I want to speak a little bit more about this Jaron Ennis situation, if I can. And as you can see that I put in the title, man, Jaron Ennis and uncertainty. So like we talked about yesterday, fight fans, I think I'm beyond the shock and awe part of this. Like this, so it's all done. The news is what the news is. Terrence Crawford got 3 belts. We're moving forward. It is what it is. Jaron Ennis got his belt. We're moving forward. It is what it is. No need to cry over spilled milk. You know what I mean? I just feel very sorry for Earl Spence Jr. because now any sort of hopes of ever having a chance at undisputed is totally out the window. But the thing is, I'm wondering about Jaron Ennis, and I'm wondering about the road forward. And the reason is because, bro, I've done so many live streams and videos when I spoke about Ennis, especially recently. And all I just keep asking is, like, who's going to be the opponent? Who's going to be the guy? And it's always some short notice person. It's always somebody that, we never pretty much heard. Here it is right here. I've been putting this up for the last few weeks, like, who's next? And so now I'm really concerned about what is the future for Jaron Ennis. And I hope he didn't put himself into a sticky situation. You know what I'm saying? And the reason is, fight fans, is, okay, Jaron Ennis got the IBF. Now, of course, and I listened to recent interviews that he just did, him and Bozy just did, and they're saying the name Mario Barrios. They're saying Mario Barrios. A lot of people are saying Mario Barrios. And I think that's a cool fight. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But how is that going to happen? This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of uncertainty around Jaron Boots, and it's still early in the game, and maybe time will heal all things. But Jaron Ennis got some circumstances around him that's not typical like the other guys over there under PBC. First and foremost, Jaron has a manager / also now promoter in Cameron Duncan. From what I understand from Cameron Duncan, he's been doing promotions since 2019. And so Cameron Duncan, who was managing him and now I guess promoting him, well, that's a locked-in deal right there. And Al Heyman don't do locked-in deals. He doesn't do fighters that have promoters. This is what I'm talking about. Jaron Ennis had what was called a hybrid situation, where he was being promoted by one guy, right? but put on Showtime, had a deal exclusively with Showtime. But given that Showtime had also a relationship with Premier Boxing Champions, Jaron Ennis was being put on Premier Boxing Champion cards. And so the thing is, I'm saying now the relationship, the glue that was holding all that together was Showtime, because Jaron is not signed to PBC. So he's currently basically a free agent or a free player, at least as that we know currently right now, until maybe new news comes out. But he's currently a free player, but he has a promoter. So how does this work, fight fans? He's technically not a PBC fighter. He's never signed on with PBC. Are we 100 that wherever PBC goes, he go? Are we 100 on that? Especially already with a promoter in tow. It worked when you had the Steven Espinoza connection there. But now that the connection is not there no more, does that still work? Mario Barrios is a WBC interim champion, which means that he can't be in no other sanctioning body, which means that he's not in the IBF with Jaron as champion. Jaron has the IBF belt, which means that he can be in no other sanctioning body. So whoever Jaron faces, if they're not a champion, which there is no other champions because Bud got all of the belts, so he can't face another champion, so he has to fight somebody in the IBF. How can that be Mario Barrios? If Barrios is the WBC interim champion, you think he's going to put his position on the line with the WBC because he's next in line for a championship fight? He's going to put that position on hold to go after Ennis in the IBF? Y'all may say, well, Mainman, he's going for a full-fledged title. But he's not ranked. He's not ranked. And if the WBC was to hold, let's say if Bud Crawford drops that belt, which I don't think he would, but if he dropped that belt, then that would go to what? Barrios and more than likely Thurman again? You think that Barrios is going to turn that up over Jaron Boots in his fight? And would PBC be okay with that, knowing that they don't have full control of Ennis? See, people look at Tom Brown, right? And you say, well, man, Tom Brown promotes all of PBC's fighters. Do y'all know the backstory about that? Just a little snippet of it at least. Well, Tom Brown was a promoter, and he had a ton of fighters. Al came along and said, Tom, give me all of your fighters. I need them free. I need them all out of your scope. Give them to me. However, I'm going to make you my guy. So the reason that Tom is down with Al is because Tom literally gave all of the fighters that he had signed to Al Heyman. And Al, in return, blessed Tom Brown with being the main man. That's how that kind of worked. How would that situation work here? Would Cameron Duncan give up his fighter? Now, Cameron does have a good working relationship from what we see with Al Heyman, from what we've seen thus far. They've been working very, very well thus far on many fighters. But at the end of the day, once again, if Jaron becomes a PBC fighter, he's not going to be allowed to bring Cameron Duncan with him. And the question is, I don't know what his contract situation looks like, but can he walk away from that? PBC is not going to give Boots. You got to understand, fight fans, when he was fighting under Showtime, PBC wasn't like making Boots a priority. He's not a priority to PBC because he's not their fighter. Y'all have this thing made up in your head going forward that everything is going to be the same as it once was. No. Boots has a lot of uncertainty currently right now. Now, I don't know. Maybe the plans is already put together, but it's from the boxing fan standpoint. Because boxing journalists and so on have this bad habit of, because maybe one or two people is in the know. Oh, everyone is so stupid. No, we don't know. But from the point of view that we sitting at right now, we know he's with Cameron Duncan. We know he was exclusively signed to Showtime. His relationship with Showtime is what was getting him on those PBC cards. Boots got to sign with Al. Boots has to sign with Al. Now, we asked this question the other day. Would he entertain a top rank? Would he entertain a matchroom? They don't probably much have nothing for him. I mean, would he entertain a Golden Boy and Virgil? People say, yo, you want to see him face Virgil Ortiz? He technically can do that if he called Oscar. I'm sure Oscar wouldn't give it to him. As far as top rank, I don't think they got nothing for him. So I don't even think he would look in that direction. But either way it goes, the fact of the matter is he's still not signed to PBC. Who is next? Who is next for Email Ennis? Oh, no. I mean, for Jaron Boots Ennis. Because, bro, the IBF, and I'm listening to his team, and they like, yo, we'll take on whoever. They ain't got no name. They ain't got nobody to say. They just like, we'll take on whoever. Everyone wants the belt, right? No, they don't. Not in that sanctioning body, at least. Not in the one that with the rules that like they got. No, not the one that strips people doing rematch clauses. No, not the one that has no smoke in it. Now, this is the thing, though. This would be, and this would be real entertaining. Let me see if I can put this up on the screen real quick. This would be something that I don't think it'll happen. But I don't know if y'all checked the latest IBF rankings, right? But if you check the latest IBF, we put them on the screen the other day. You check the latest IBF rankings, Errol Spence Jr. is still rated at 47. That's why I say, man, a lot of y'all, man, y'all need to kill it. Y'all don't know what's going to happen with this fight between Errol and Terrence Crawford. Errol is still rated at 47. In more than one sanctioning body, might I add. Errol is rated 4th in the WBA at 147. Let me put it on the screen. He's also rated number 6 in the IBF at 147, number 4 in the WBO at 147, and he's been removed from the WBC at 147. So when people look at these rankings and they say, yo, well, you know, it's guaranteed to be at 54, how do y'all know this? How do y'all know this? Errol is still ranked at 47. Let's see if we put this up real quick, man. I don't understand this fight, fans. I just want everybody to see this. This is more so just for the record, you know what I'm saying? Just for the record to a certain degree. And I'll put it right here. Let's get these words out the way. And so when we look at this, fight fans, when we look at this right here, let me zoom in a little bit. You look at these IBF rankings, and they're terrible. Cody Crowley is not going to do it. Vasyl Ennis just came out in an interview saying that they turned down the fight. It is what it is. So there's no one else. We've already went through this list. There's no one else left to even talk about. But the thing is that Errol Spence Jr. right here at number 6. Why not Errol go after his own belt? Why can't Errol go after his own belt? I like that. Jaron Ennis versus Errol Spence back for the IBF. But look here, Earl's right there. For anyone who believes that this is such a guaranteed thing that Earl's going to 154, Earl's right here. Earl's right here. And these are the updated rankings with the IBF. They just came out with these brand new rankings the other day. And he's still rated at 147. That's funny. And also, Earl is right here. It's not a guarantee fight, fans. It's not a guarantee, however. Maybe Boots should try to go after Earl. Maybe that's his best bet. You know what I'm saying? But who we talking about if he's not locked in there with PBC? These boys are look, Cody Crowley's number 1 in the WBC right now. So it'll be Cody Crowley versus Mario Barrios, more than likely, if that belt in the WBC. I thought it would be Keith Thurman, given that Keith was pulled up for Earl, but I don't even see Keith over there in the WBC no more. And Keith is definitely head down that WBA route. You know, standing on this, you see Keith still ranked in the WBA. That's where Keith wants to go. So more than likely, yeah, if Terrence was to vacate in the WBC, it'll be Cody Crowley versus Mario Barrios, more than likely. And if you think that either one of those fighters are going to move out of that situation, they go take on Boots, I don't see it. Even though Mario Barrios have been speaking about Boots. And so this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, there's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to Jaron Ennis, man. And I just hope, and I keep saying this, bro, because it happened with the IBF interim. I'm just hoping that he didn't take this belt and it pushes him into further obscurity. I don't want to see that, man. I want to see the kid get his fights. hope he does. If it comes down to having to sign a piece of paper with PBC, so be it. Right now, you are a free player. They don't have you as a priority, bro. They don't. They had to do that for Steven. And Steven was the money man. He controlled the money in the network. Well, guess what? Steven's not there right now. And whatever network that they go to, Steven may not have that position like he had with Showtime or he had with HBO or whatever. Them days are over. See, Al Heyman is really good at working with the network folks to get his way. That's how he did with HBO. That's how he did with Showtime. Same thing. He always works with the network guy to kind of get what he wants. And so I just look at it like this, man. There is no Steven. There is no hybrid deal for Jaron Boots Ennis. What's up, man? Will he be okay with this IBF? I kept teasing him the other day, say he's the king of the graveyard. He's the king of the graveyard. There's no smoke in his sanctioning body other than Errol Spence Jr. And now on top of that, you still are attached to Cameron Duncan. And you still haven't signed nothing with PBC. That's a lot of uncertainty. And I am hoping that Boots Ennis, a.k.a. Email Ennis, I'm hoping that he can find his way with this IBF belt. And I hope he didn't push himself into a corner that make things harder for him, fight fans. I'm telling y'all. I remember the days of Errol Spence Jr. First receiving that IBF. That IBF is never, even when Kell Brook first got it. Remember when Kell Brook first got it from Sean Porter? Look who he had to fight. JoJo Dans and freaking Frankie Gavins and shit. We sitting like, yo, when is Kell Brook gonna fight some smoke? He fighting JoJo Dans and stuff. You feel me? So it's like when you get that IBF belt, man, it's like, ugh. And this is why I'm like, bro, I'm hoping the best for Jaron Boots Ennis with this IBF. You know what I mean? I don't think that Bud fans really, honestly, I think we were just more so upset about the process of all of this. But I don't think that no one is upset with Jaron Ennis. I know we teasing them and calling them Email Ennis and all of that stuff, man. But at the end of the day, no one is mad at Boots. Boots is he's doing what he's supposed to do. People are mad at the process and how this all went down. No one is going to believe that that Bud Crawford is ducking. But Boots fans don't go but so far. I'm telling y'all right now, or else y'all are running the risk of starting a straight up fan war for real. You know what I mean? I don't think y'all want to do that. But Boots fans don't go too far. I'm talking about some Bud ducking Boots and all of that, bro. It's too much evidence to the contrary. And y'all look ridiculous saying that. You can't say that. I don't even think that Jaron Ennis would say that. Bud Crawford is he like I told y'all before to the Boots fans. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Before y'all want to sit back and make fun of a Bud Crawford and say that he's ducking Boots, you remember something. Don't be like the Spence fans who's infiltrating y'all by the boatloads. But don't be like the Spence fans. Don't be like them, man. Because the thing is, there's no elite fighter in boxing today that's ever gave Boots Ennis a shot look except for Terrence Crawford. Remember that. You can say all that you want. This person won't fight him, that person won't fight him, but just remember when you look around the sport and you say, well, who was the highest level fighter that ever tried to get at Jaron Boots Ennis? And then your answer would be Terrence Crawford. Not Earl. Not all the other favorite fighters. The one that you want to try to dump on, he was the only one that was willing to give Jaron Boots Ennis an opportunity. So don't forget that. Like the Spence fans, they became very ungrateful and thought that Earl was this and that and forgot about the leverage that Terrence Crawford got. Forgot about the fact that Earl needed him to be undisputed. Earl needed him for his legacy. Terrence Crawford, this was the third chapter. They forgot. They tried to minimize Bud Crawford, and that's why the beating came out the way it did. I like Boots. He's passing everyone eye test. Great. He's never been in there with an elite pressure fighter. He's never been in there with an elite boxer, puncher. You don't know what's going to happen if he gets hit with a punch that he's never been hit before with a certain level of power. You don't know how he's going to react. None of y'all do. Y'all don't have a clue. He almost had a mental breakdown in that Chikadzean fight. Y'all don't have no idea. How would he deal with punches coming back at him from the opposite side? You don't know. He's never been pressed by an elite pressure fighter. Never been in there with an elite pressure fighter. Never been in there really with a pressure fighter, period. Even though I think that pressure fighters would be his MO, but still, you never seen him in there with an elite pressure fighter. Y'all don't know what that look like, man. Y'all don't know what he look like when he get in there with someone that he can't knock out. So it's a lot to still, there's still a lot of question marks surrounding Jaron Ennis. Now, should Jaron Ennis be waiting around and talking about, oh, he ain't ready for it? No, he should go after what's his. Go after the top. But y'all can't be mad at Bud Crawford, a man who's on his third weight class towards the end of his career, coming off the biggest win of his career, and the only fighter in the elite level that ever looked twice towards Jaron Boots Ennis. Earl played with that man, Joe. Earl went to that man fight and went and fought someone else. What are you talking about? Boots called Earl out right to his face. And y'all know why Earl went to that fight? Because he thought that he was going to be forced to have to fight Boots until the WBC came around and rescued him. He thought that maybe because he even said it in quotes, like, you know what, if it happens, then I'm going to have to defend my title or lose the belt. Well, he didn't know. Especially when those negotiations broke down. He thought that, well, shoot, since I'm not going to be fighting Bud, there's a good chance that I'm going to be fighting Boots. Because the IBF mandatory is due. Everyone knew it. Until the WBC put on a cape and flew in and saved the day. That's for Terrence Crawford. Well, and on top of that, fight fans, look at this shit. Now, I look at the IBF rankings, and as I'm overlooking this one on here on Boxing Scene, yeah, Terrence Crawford has literally been removed from the IBF rankings. He could not fight Jaron Ennis if he wanted to. No one's talking about that. Where would they put Where would they put Terrence Crawford? He's literally been totally removed from the IBF rankings. Boots only can fight IBF fighters. So I want everybody to remember that. Are y'all thinking the whole world ducking Boots? He's a champion now, which means he got to move to certain rules. And so I don't know if this IBF belt is going to help or hurt his chances going forward. I don't know. We'll see, fight fans. We'll see. What say y'all? A couple questions and I'm out of here, fight fans. Thank you to all, man, that rocked out tonight, man. Appreciate y'all all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Technique says, yo, man, Boots didn't deserve that belt. I don't think that no fighter should be getting vacant belts and all of this other shit. I don't think that goes for all fighters. All fighters. You fight for it. The sanctioning body got to set up a tournament. They got to set up the next guy. Whatever. He ain't available, then you go to the next guy. But don't just give away belts. It's not good for the fighter. It's not good for their brand. It's just not good. That's not how boxing should be working. You know what I mean? People fight too hard, bro, to get it. And I get it. People may say, yo, you can't stop up the division either. Terrence Crawford wasn't doing that. Terrence Crawford had a legal obligation. Terrence Crawford has never ran away from none of his mandatories. If he wasn't obligated legally to be in a situation like this, I'm sure he probably would have even gave Boots a second look. But he can't do it. You can't hit a man with his hand tied behind his back. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. If the next best man is Stanionis, then go ahead. And that's the thing. Look, bro. Stanionis. I know a lot of people think it's Stanionis got the WBA regular. He is not going to drop his belt and risk losing the Keith Thurman fight to move to the IBF for a Boots fight. I want y'all, the Boots fans, to really process of what's going on here, Joe. I don't want to see Boots pushed further into obscurity. Him receiving the IBF interim pushed him further into obscurity. Y'all don't seem to understand. Y'all thinking it is, oh, yeah, look. No. Bro, he's being pushed further out. Y'all don't even see it, man. Y'all don't even see it, bro. Technique says Terrence beat him. It'll be a great fight. I definitely would lean Terrence Crawford all day. All day. Muhammad told it. Ennis gets outboxed, outroughed, and stopped by Crawford. God forbids. Boot hurts Bud. Then it's a wrap before the round is over. I think Bud beats him, bro. I think Bud is just way too seasoned right now. And right now is just not a good time to be facing Bud Crawford. He is walking in the light right now, Joe. And now it's just his time. You know how we have that saying around the fight game where it's just your time, where everything is just working, the molecules are lining up, everything is just working. Your reflexes are at their height right now. Your senses are so heightened, you're walking in the glow. And I believe that right now, for the next fight or two, Terrence Crawford got a glow around him, dog. I'm telling y'all, fight fans, if he starts to decline, it may be in a fight or two, but right now, he walking with the glow. And for Jaron Ennis, bro, you will be taking on the absolute best version of Terrence Crawford. It's like watching 96 Mike. It's like watching 96 Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like a total game, bro. Terrence Crawford is just, his game right now is just so complete. And he's moving in such a prime right now where it's just not smart for Boots. He'll stop that Boots train before it even leaves the station. I'm telling y'all, fight fans, it'll be a good fight. And I would definitely wouldn't, if Bud Crawford came out tomorrow and said I'm down for the fight, I'd be pushing it heavy. But right now, Bud Crawford, he got the world in a bag of pearls. He can do anything that he wants. Boots is down here. Bud is up here. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't even see Boots from his heights right now. He's an all-time great going to the Hall of Fame, coming off the biggest win of his career, not to mention one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Meanwhile, Boots Ennis has never even fought a B-plus level fighter. I'm wishing the best for Boots. And I hope he doesn't just sit around there and wait for the 140 guys to move up, man. So we'll be keeping our third eye open on this situation. I'm hoping the best. I'm going to leave it at that, man. But I just know I'm not stupid about this situation, and I see a lot of uncertainty around Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm just only hoping that he just did not push himself further into obscure. And like Jaron said in the recent interview, Jaron says, hey, man, I didn't ask for this. He says, yo, man, I didn't even ask for this belt. They just kind of gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I just want him to make the best of the opportunity. Bud Crawford already has the accolade. It's no, you know, it will be nice to see him defend the undisputed, but he's already checked the box. The box is checked. You can't check it 2-3 times. It's checked already. All I want to see Bud Crawford do is move up to 54 and try to do it all over again and blow us all out of our socks. That's all I want to see. As for Jaron Ennis, I want Duncan relationship is going to look once PBC get their hands on it. With that being said, fight fans, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed night, fight fans. I want to wrap this up. I did it through an hour and a half. I honestly originally only wanted hour and a half, and I want to say thank y'all all for coming on through here tonight for this great episode of We Talking Boxing Live. Hopefully y'all picked up juice tonight, you know what I'm saying, and enjoyed the show. I want to say thank y'all to everybody, man. Hit that thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Share, and rock those bells and subscribe and rock out with me and the fam, fight fans. Now, like I always say before the closing of every show, y'all be good out there, man. You know what I mean? Love is everything. You know, I heard Mike Tyson say put a saying out there recently, and I don't agree with it. He says, yo, man, a man who is self. Well, some people believe that everybody is connected and we are all one beneath this thing called skin and flesh and bone. So some people believe that when you become an enemy to someone else, it's almost similar to becoming an enemy to yourself. Think about that. If you definitely believe that we all have a divine energy that lives and keeps us all up, and that's who we are below the skin, that means that we are connected. That means that if you have an enemy of somebody, or if you hate someone, is that almost saying that you hate yourself? Riddle me that. Be blessed, fight fans. Stay stressed and sucker free. Remember, the devil is everywhere, omnipresent, everywhere at the same time. He wants you stressed, depressed. He wants you thinking that you are not divine when you are more than a conqueror. You go out there and command this world, and you go out there and you be great, fight fans. And I catch it with y'all real soon on the next one, man. Be blessed. Thank y'all all, fight fans. Thumbs up for the homie. And until the next video, family. Peace out. hilarious, Muhammad. Muhammad told her. That's very, very funny. I ain't catch that one on the way out the door. Bragging on my boys, man. We them boys. Hey, man, all of them can strip Bud Crawford all weekend. Long as Bud Crawford holds on to the WBO, they can have all of them joints. They can wear Bud's clothes. They want to wear Bud's clothes, let them wear Bud's clothes. Good point, Salah Farah. Great point. He's holding his own. He's just not winning. Wow. What a stat right there, D-Lo. What a stat. 3 or 4 titles. And they sitting back talking about he too small for 135. No, he just ducking that Shakur work. That's about. Really looking forward to that this week. We will be doing we're gonna be doing another live program about Shakur Edwin De Los Santos. Definitely be on the look for that because the fight is coming up Thursday, and I believe that the weigh-in is on Wednesday. So we will be definitely cranking it up with you boys. I miss my bro up in here. I want to give a major salute to my bro Damone Daniels, man. Salute.